Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of
Rating Arizona.
Beers, brought to you by King's Beer and Wine on Central and Thomas in downtown Phoenix. We are your hosts. I am Marcus out of Brewery 602 on Instagram.
I'm Eric Walters from Tap That AZ and A Taste of AZ, eating and drinking for a living.
Taste of AZ magazine available. Pretty much a bunch of breweries.
Restaurants, coffee shops, some farmers markets carrying that. You can go to atasteofaz.com. Subscribe for free. Every quarter we'll send you a new issue. Yep. All about Arizona food and beverage.
Yeah, fantastic magazine. And of course, if you aren't listening to Tap That AZ, then I don't know what you're listening to. You just got some problems.
Yeah, man. I just got real mad.
Today's beer is a beer out of Crooked Tooth Brewery in Tucson, Arizona. This is Strawberry Milk Jug. It is a strawberry milk stout coming in with at a 5.4% ABV. Now, this beer is brewed with strawberry, lactose, and cacao.
Cacao. Isn't that a Wu-Tang Clan song?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cacao. So, Crooked Tooth is one of those breweries. When I go to Tucson, I always have to stop by and see what's new.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they brew some fantastic beers there. Their Goza and their sours are actually fantastic.
Yep.
And what really got me is that my wife is not a beer person at all. She actually hates beer. And we went there and they had a piña Goza.
Ooh, what's that mean?
Piña, pineapple.
Ooh.
Which is also my last name, Piña.
Oh, yeah.
And so
I know that sounds familiar.
And so she actually really liked it.
Yeah?
And she was like chugging down some beer. And I'm
Does she like wine?
She's a big wine person.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, you guys actually brewed a beer that the wife liked.
Yeah.
Which I can't even do. And I brew. So I brew a beer and like, hey, try this. And no.
Like,
and when she can't, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
But I won a bronze medal in NHC. It's like, it's disgusting.
I don't
like,
give
all
a
right,
shit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Crooked Tooth, love these guys. And I've
Yeah.
never had this beer, so I'm really anxious. And let's crack it open.
Dude, so I love Crooked Tooth. Like, Crooked Tooth is one of my top 5 in the state for sure. Because, first of all, their tap room's awesome. It's like an old garage, like an old service garage. So they got the garage doors on one side, and it's the brick buildings, and I just love that stuff. But beyond that, Ben and Julie Vernon, the owners, are just awesome people. And Ben doesn't give a shit. Ben is like, I'm going to make this because it sounds cool. And then he makes it, and it's amazing. And his brewer, Dan, like, they're just, I can't say enough about Crooked Tooth. I love those guys.
And they are some workers. I mean, their owner, but they're like, I know Julie like crosses across Arizona delivering beer on her own. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they're in it to win it. You know what I mean?
They love it.
They have that.
Yep.
Yeah, they love it. I mean, they're you could feel it too in the beer though.
For sure. Well, and I mean, dude, I could go down so many rabbit holes with Crooked Tooth, but I'll keep it at one simple thing is just to encapsulate who they are. They do a full moon beer. Every single full moon. It's not like, oh, we did it once and that was a cool idea. Every single full moon, they do like a ceremony, and they make this beer and they bottle it, and they even put like some sort of gemstone on it, which actually brings energy to the beer and it captures who they are.
Yeah.
And they're just, it's awesome. And I mean, all that stuff's great, but if you can't execute a beer, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
These guys can execute a beer.
Yeah. Let's get a drive-by aroma.
Stout. I just smell.
Yeah. I smell Coke. Like I smell chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. Yep.
Yeah, it's actually like milk chocolate. You get, wait, does it say milk? Bitter nuts. It says milk. Yeah, it says milk jug on it. Gosh darn it, I hate when that happens. But yeah, definitely milk chocolate, but also a little bit of that dark chocolate and coffee kind of bitter coffee kind of thing, like dark roast coffee, espresso kind of thing in the background too.
Yep. This is one of the first beers that remind me of like the first time I had candy bar milk stout at Fate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like where it's something that's like, this is different. This is something different. And over the years, I mean, we've talked about, certain beers in Arizona, pumpkin, the pumpkin porter. Four Peaks, how, over the years, how things have changed. Same thing, I think, with the candy bar milk stout with Fate. I think that it's changed over the year, and it could be my taste or whatever it is, but that smell just took me back to like 2015.
Yeah, candy bar milk stout.
Yeah, like when I don't say when it was good, but like when I remember it.
Yeah, well, our definitely our our taste changed, right?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember Jesus, a long time ago, 96. I'm old. Like having a Stone IPA, and dear Lord, my palate was destroyed. I mean,
you woke up the next morning just like,
I was like, my palate was like, what just happened? Like,
why would you do that?
Why would you do this to me? But you kind of never look back since, you know? And so, but now when you drink a Stone IPA, you're just like, wow, it's like water.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what I mean, though? It's like that same, I don't think the beer's changed. I think just my palate has changed.
Sure.
Over the years. I mean, this is the aroma's fantastic. A lot of chocolate. I don't get strawberry on the aroma.
I don't at all.
I get more of the chocolate, the cocoa, and I'm going to get a taste on it. So cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you, Kings.
Kings Beer and Wine, Central and Thomas. Oh, you do get that strawberry.
It comes in at the end. Like,
dude, this is good.
Yeah. So, first of all, it's 5.4% ABV.
That's rare for a stout, right?
It's
Yeah.
This is like not really stout territory as far as ABV is concerned. It's like a stout light, but does not drink like 5.4. It like actually the mouthfeel feels bigger. I would expect it'd be like almost like a porter and thin.
Sure.
It's not really thin. It actually drinks. It drinks really good.
That's a good beer, man. That is a good beer, and I usually don't like stouts very much. Stouts, porters. I do like Joe Mack Stout from Wren House. Typical fanboy plug right there for Wren House. But dude, this is fantastic. I don't get the strawberry though.
I do. So the more you have it, and the more you let it, like when you chew the beer a little bit and let it kind of wax around and fill up your palate.
I'm gonna chew it for you guys. I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Yeah, it honestly, that's not how it's done, but yeah. Anyways, so I get strawberry. It does actually fill in a little bit. It's not strong.
It's actually very subtle. Yeah,
it's very subtle, but you do actually get it, and it's more like okay. So was it Nesquik? Does a strawberry Nesquik, and that's what it tastes like. It tastes like it has like a strawberry Nesquik thing going.
I'll give that to you. Yeah,
and the thing is, I think because of the and the mouthfeel also, it has lactose.
What's that mean?
Okay, so lactose is an unfermentable sugar.
Okay,
it's milk sugar. It's unfermentable, which means when you add it into when you add it into the beer. The yeast are not going to be able to ferment it. They're not going to be able to turn that into alcohol.
Okay.
So, since it's sugar, it's going to add a sweetness to it.
It's going to stay.
That sweetness will stay.
Not going to get touched. Okay.
Correct. The sweetness will stay. And so, because it has that lactose, lactose also gives mouthfeel to a beer.
Okay, sure.
So
softer.
It makes it soft. Yeah, and it gives it that milky character, and that's what this has. And honestly, so super. I've never had it, like I said, and super impressed with this beer.
Yeah,
at 5.4% ABV. Like if they were like, oh, this is an 8% stout, I'd be like, it's not that great.
Yeah.
But at 5.4% ABV, I'm like, yeah,
dude.
I'm digging it.
I like it too, man. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna make you grade it first, though.
So in the world of milk stouts, I mean, I'd probably be like I'm going to buy a can before I leave here at King's.
There's 1 point up.
Yeah, because, seriously. No, like I'm seriously going to buy, maybe I'll buy a 4-pack. So I'd probably be like a 9.6.
Oh, damn, man. That's a big grade.
It's a big grade for comparing it to other milk stouts.
Sure.
Where at this ABV, you're not going to get that mouthfeel, and you're not going to get just the quality, the cleanness of it. I mean,
that's a big deal, everybody. From Mark, 9.6.
I would say, yeah.
I was going to say 9.5. He's like, it's better than a 9.5.
Yeah, I was going to say better. I was going to say 9.5, but Yeah, I would go 9.6. I mean, I really, really enjoy the beer.
I like it as well. I'm gonna. So for me, like I can't really compare it to milk stouts because I'm so limited on the number of stouts that I've drank because it's not really my style. So I can't. This is just stouts across the board. This is a 10 for me. Like this is one.
Nice.
So yeah, this is one that I would drink a full can of.
Yeah.
I will finish this one. Dude, we've had. At King's, like we get a little, we get to hang out with Mark in the team here, and we get to taste some of the Bottle Logic and some of these big time ones.
Yeah.
Not really an interest to me, and I even have little pours of them. This, give me a can of this, dude.
Yeah, for sure,
absolutely.
I mean, you guys over at Crooked Tooth. I mean, not only is the brewery and the staff and the ownership fantastic. I mean, the location, the ambiance.
Yep.
The fact that they serve their flights on the skateboards.
On the skateboard, that's right. That's right.
That place is so cool.
Yeah. The first time I met Ben, so we go down there, we're just kind of doing a little brewery hop, and I'm like, dude, this place is really cool. And this was right when I started the podcast. I'm like, hey, I said, he got me a flight and was on the skateboard. I'm like, dude, that's really awesome. Would you mind posing with me? He's like, fuck yeah. And he did the skate, I'm like, this guy's awesome. I'm like, hey, and he was talking so much positivity about the brewery. I'm like, are you the owner, brewer? He's like, I'm all that, man. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you want to be on the podcast? Fuck yeah. Dude, from there, I can't talk enough about these guys. And for a beer to come through like this and to see this, that's, across the state at this point, at least up into the metro, Phoenix area. Fuck yeah, Crooked Tooth. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, excellent job. And guys, if you are not in Tucson, if you're in any other part of Arizona, come to King's and buy some.
Central. This is literally the central part of the state.
It is like almost exactly central.
We did research, and according to the longitude and latitude, this is the middle point of the whole entire state. So
it does.
Make it a pilgrimage, right?
Yeah. Come to King's, pick up some Crooked Tooth beer. I'm so thankful they are distributing down here, and unfortunately, it was because of the pandemic that they're doing it. So some things did come out a little bit positive, I guess.
For sure, we saw the tenacity of food and beverage through the pandemic, for sure.
Yeah.
Because remember that, everyone at the beginning was like, man, this industry is going to be decimated, and they're fighting, dude. They're fighting their asses off because it's a lot of people like Ben and Julie that have found what they were meant to do.
Yes.
So
the strong will survive.
Tucson is the city. Beer is the focus. Love is the way.
That's
Crooked Tooth Brewing Company. Dude,
that is so them. So excellent. And again, thank you to King's Beer and Wine for hosting us. We do appreciate it, guys. And again, my name is Marcus. It's at Brewery62 on Instagram if you'd like to throw a follow my way. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh shit. At the man, the myth, the legend on Instagram. I wonder if that's taken up. It's got to be. Someone has to have it. Maybe 4, 5, 6. I could be.
People in 4 of these things.
Yeah. So tap that AZ podcast or a taste of AZ.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Well, I don't remember names, but remember faces. Tried their best just to replace us, boy. Don't even